The womb is not just a place that we bleed and we birth from. It's also a place that we speak from. Even in the silence, our womb is communicating to us. Welcome to Monday Movements. I'm going to take you through the psychosomatics that lie behind any presentations or issues within the womb space, the uterus. Starting with the 3 key links, we have unprocessed grief or loss, overgiving, and ancestral shame or disconnect. I'm going to break down those 3 key links so you can see how it all maps out together when it comes to any mental, emotional, energetic connections to the presentations within our womb, within our uterus. Starting with unprocessed grief and loss. This is particularly relating to creative endeavors and feminine expression. So the way in which we process grief and loss, there's that missing link within the creative endeavors and the feminine expression in how we process that. Or even more literally, this can translate to miscarriage, abortion, or an unmet desire within motherhood. And on a deeper note, this key link, the unprocessed grief or loss, is particularly tied to mother issues, and it's not always just within the relationship to our mother, but it can be down the mother line, so ancestrally passed down, which plays into the 3rd key link of ancestral shame and disconnect, but we'll get around to that. 2nd key link is overgiving. The womb holds memory. That's why when we overextend ourselves without replenishment, this space can feel numb, heavy, dissociated, and we kind of energetically disconnect from this space. And often this unbalanced desire to concern ourselves with other people's problems is tied to an avoidance of our own self-care. Usually it's the parts that are the most challenging to nurture and comfort, such as our shadow aspects, which ties into the shame and disconnect of the 3rd key link as well, where we have ancestral shame or disconnect relating to shame or disconnect of sexuality and sensuality specifically. And this tends to be generational and often from religious or cultural silencing. This particular key link can stem from either sides because it's ancestral, so it can be either from the mother line or the father line. And so when we're feeling this disconnect within our womb, or we're having womb issues popping up, we can call to question what emotions or memories feel held in my womb right now that are not mine, or feel like they're perhaps ancestral or from a past life. Where in my life am I creating from depletion instead of overflow? And if my womb could speak, because she has her voice, even in the silence, what would she whisper back to me? I hope you've enjoyed this episode on the womb. Stick around for next week's Monday Movement series because we're going to get into some somatic practices that can assist us and facilitate forward momentum when we're having issues around the womb. So we're starting to kind of integrate and put into practice all this knowledge from this episode. I'll see you then.